Tyron Woodley gets very emotional after Jake Paul's team insults his mother. You do not, I repeat, you do not bring someone's family into
And I'm like, when you disrespect, especially my mom, I'm going crazy. You know what I mean? I've knocked people out before because of that. So at the end of the day, I just really feel like the disrespect was at a level that I wasn't about to tolerate. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the pay-per-view. I don't care about the fight. If that problem needed to be addressed, it was going to be addressed. So
mom is one of the most friendliest persons that we've seen. She's actually talked to other MMA fighters that fought Tyron Woodley and condolenced them and said, hey, sorry for your loss, or congratulations on your win. She's just a very caring person. But when you start talking about someone's family and bringing someone's family into this, then it's becoming more personal. We've seen what happened when Conor McGregor talked about Khabib's family, right? He got his ass whooped and got beat up really bad. At the end of the day, you don't bring someone's family into this. Jake Paul is, like, he's showing up like he is the king of boxing, right? Like he's the new Floyd Mayweather. And all these other dudes are following him and they're, like, kissing his ass because he's making all this money. At the end of the day, he's not the baddest dude on the planet. Yes, he can strike, he can box a little bit, but he's never been pushed, never been put in a compromising position. And Tyron Woodley, I think this Saturday night is going to come out there swinging on him and put a hurting on him. I really think so. I think when you talk about someone's family, it makes it more personal. And now he's, like Tyron Woodley says, I'm not here for the games.
A lot of his circle and a lot of his corner guys was upset. They were upset I unveiled them. Y'all goofies.
I'm not here for the pay-per-view. I don't give a damn about pay-per-view, the fight, the money. I'm not here for that. And now it's a different ball game when you're starting to shit talk somebody and make it personal. It's ending up going to be a different outlook. Like Jake Paul's like hyping his guys up, like, yeah, he talks shit about his family. Like the cornermen, the training partners, they should never even engage in the conversation.
Yeah, I hear somebody going back and forth with my mom. Then I just we take a picture. I'm like, hold on, I'll leave it. Are you talking to my mom, dog? Like, we finna have a whole problem. And at the end of the day, certain things won't be tolerated.
That's not their game. It's supposed to be two fighters up there doing their thing, not this shit show. You should never have two guys up there and their team. It should be the two fighters, the MMA guy and the boxer. It should be Jake Paul and T Woods doing their thing, not this shit show of like cornermen talking crap. And then you bring up people's family. That's when I say the shit talking's gone to another level. It's ridiculous. I think for a lot of people, they understand that Jake Paul is bigger than T Woods. He can strike, but still people consider him that YouTube guy. I don't think he's that YouTube guy anymore. Decently good boxer, but he has never been pushed. That's the issue. Yes, he has knockout power, but he's knocked out bozos who never really boxed in their life. You could say Ben Askren, okay, but Ben is a wrestler who doesn't really strike in MMA. He has crappy striking to get you to the ground, and that's what he does. He grounds and pounds you for 20 minutes. But at the end of the day, you got to look at it like this, guys. Ben Askren was a good MMA fighter. Was he in his prime when he fought him? No, he probably took a dive. And a lot of people say a lot of these Jake Paul fights are dives. People are just getting massive paychecks, and it's kind of like the Kimbo Slice boxing matches that people said they were just building Kimbo Slice up until they fought a real guy. And because they didn't get him to that level, that's all it was a dive. And at the end of the day, I don't think T Woods is going to play with somebody talking shit about his mom. I really don't. I understand that Jake Paul is a bigger guy. He hits like a mad truck. He can knock people out. But like I said, all these fighters in boxing and MMA, when they're always winning and being dominating, they don't know how it feels to have a guy pressuring the action, pushing you back against the cage or the ropes and throwing punches at you and landing. And we don't know if the power from T Woods is going to increase or decrease from MMA to boxing, because in boxing you have what, like 8-ounce gloves, and they're a lot more thicker and more padding than what you get in MMA. But like I said, when you're throwing punches and you're getting hit with a lot of punches, your cardio goes out the wazoo. And I don't know what the MMA fighter was, but he said you always have a game plan until you get hit, and once you get hit, your game plan goes out of the way because you're not used to it. And I believe that's what's going to happen in this fight. That Jake Paul is way over his head. Unless he can land quick, soon, and often, I believe if it goes in the later rounds, he's never been out of the first round that I know of, and I think he's going to get tagged, hit, and hit hard, and I think he's going to get smashed. It should go that way because Tyron Woodley has a massive power. I don't think he's going to mess around and bob and weave and hold. I think he's really going to go out there to really hurt this guy because of what was said about his mom. I don't know what was said, but you don't talk about someone's family. I'm a man, you're a man, you just don't bring up family into that situation.